Hello golfers, Bryan Pate here. I want to talk about the wrists in the TourStriker Educator. This is a great tool to help train the wrists. We know in the golf swing, if we take our lead wrist and go from a little extended wrist that's set up to more of a neutral wrist or more bow in that, this motion is what helps us close that club face down. So what we want to do is take the educator, put it in the top of the grip here. So as I set up to a golf ball, this guy's going to be in the middle of my forearms. If I just stood straight up, what would it feel like to twist the educator in the shaft? So I'm going to set the educator up again so it's lined up to the grooves on the club. So it's up and down. What's that feeling of twisting the educator inside the shaft? Now if I set up to a golf ball and took it to the top, if I didn't have enough twist on this club face would be open, the lead wrist would still be extended, and the trail wrist would be too flat. So as we're going in the backswing, what would it feel like to twist that? And now you can see my lead wrist is more neutral, and that trail wrist took on more of a bend. So again, I'm going to reset it, go back, and you can see I'm already twisting it by lead arm parallel in the backswing to set this club face sooner. That way, as we get to the top of the swing, we don't have to take an open club face and twist it as much in the downswing. So the sooner we could have some of this, the better off we're going to be. Now there is a point where it's going to be too much too soon or too much overall. But for those that struggle with an open club face at the top, this is a great tool to help us create the feels, almost like we're tightening a screw or unscrewing a light bulb with that lead forearm. Also, if we take this guy, loosen it up, we can put on different angles. We could put on a 45-degree angle here. So now it has a little bit more of a bend from down the line. This is a great one to give us the feeling of what's it like to actually add some hinge to the golf club. So from down the line, you can see the educator is in the middle of my forearms. If I hinge this, the educator, the top of it, is going to go below my forearms. Now I can add in that little twist, and it's going to go on the outside of my forearm. So what this helps us do is helps us educate the hands that we need a little bit of a hinge in the backswing and a little bit of swapping the left bend into the right bend at the top to help square up that club face. That way, as we're doing this drill, we're giving us enough awareness. Do we have enough hinge in the wrist? And have we swapped those angles out? That way my club is going to be in a good position as I rotate to hit a golf ball more on my intended line, as opposed to trying to do all this stuff late throughout the swing. So let's go ahead and chip one out there for you. So we're going to set up to it. Club's hovering because that ball's on a tee. As we go back, there's a little hinge and under and on the outside, so the club face is good to go. As I rotate through, there's a golf ball that started pretty straight and wanted to fall to the right. Another good thing that this drill does is it helps teach, as we're adding some hinge on the outside, it starts training this trail forearm to go a little bit more palm up. That helps kick the club head a little bit more behind me, and that's also what helps move the educator from in the middle to the outside. You can see that trail palm is going up to the sky, the lead palm is going down to the sky. So a great tool to help us train these wrists and the motions in the backswing, so you can have more control of this club face and better control of your start line.